Just wanted to make a quick video on how to create an event in Optimus. This is Optimus, our website where we create events and submit them for outreach. And so you just sign in. I'm actually going to sign in as Ryan, one of our liaisons. And the password is outreach. Whenever we create an account for liaisons, outreach, all lowercase, is the password. Sign in. I know it's weird. It's going to say you don't have permissions, but you are logged in. It's just kind of weird. And here at the top, you see some tabs. Welcome is just welcoming you to the website, and it actually directs you to elevationoutreach.com in case you want to go there. But the main tab is the liaison tab with all these drop downs. If you hit drafts, you can actually add an event. So when you're talking to your organization and they say, oh, 2 months from now we want to do so-and-so, then you can add the event. You can also see any drafts that you've worked on down here. So hit add an event. You start with the title. That is the title of the event. That would be on the website. The organization, you just start typing in whatever organization that you're the liaison for. So we can type in Main Street Mission, and it will pop up. There you go. Then you have these two bigger boxes. One is the event description. That is internal use. So kind of big picture telling me and our central team what the event is. We will be providing dinner for the group, whatever. We need to purchase the meal. Letting us know, are we paying for it? Are they paying for it? Are we bringing the resources? Whatever. That can be super, super simple. But then the second box is the actual description for the website. This is what's going online for people to see when they're searching for an event. And it gives you some, pointers at what you can write. But what you really need is, hey, what are we going to be doing during the event? What is the organization that we're helping out? What do they do? Who are they? Are there any age restrictions? Where do I park? And then you can always copy and paste this last sentence at the end of the paragraph. So it's about 4 or 5 sentences. That could be the last one. And then you're good to go. Make sure it's spelled correctly. This will be online. Then, is it at the organization? Yes or no? What kind of category? If it fits in a category, click one of those. Time of the year, it's either general or Love Week. If it's not Love Week, obviously, if it's just throughout the year, general. Pick the campus, Concord. Parking instructions, park on site, park in the parking lot, whatever. And then down here, a lot of these will autofill. The host, you don't necessarily need the host right away when you're submitting the event. So you can leave that blank if you don't have someone yet. Number of volunteers needed. How many? 10, 15, whatever. The date, pretty self-explanatory. The time. One thing to note about the time, be smart about what time. If like a Tuesday morning might not get a ton of people. A Saturday probably will get more people. Also, if it's during a meal, if the event is during breakfast time or during lunchtime, we should provide food for our volunteers. Project manager needed, yes or no? For those who don't know, the project manager is the person who assesses the event, if it's like a mulching event or a painting event, and they actually assess and see how much mulch we need to buy, or how much paint, how many wheelbarrows do we need, things like that. So if your event doesn't require any of that, just say no. Providing food to volunteers, yes or no. Same thing with attendees, yes or no. If we are, there'll be a drop down that says food event type, and then you'll write lunch catered or breakfast, whatever. You'll say how many attendees. So if we're providing food for all the teachers at Concord High, how many? Is it 100? 120? Just so we know. The event planner type is usually none. The event planner would be someone who plans an event that's like high scale, carnival, bounce houses, face painters, all that. So it's usually no. And then is it family friendly? Is there an age restriction? Background check. Pretty simple. You'll notice at the bottom, clicking the submit button will save it as a draft. So when you hit submit, it'll then save it as a draft. So if we go back up to drafts, when you hit submit, it'll actually appear down here under your drafts. You'll need to click that event one more time. Once you click it, you can add resources if that's necessary. So like board games or food or shovels, wheelbarrows, whatever the event needs. Sometimes you don't need any resources, and that's totally fine. But you do, regardless, need to click that event and then hit submit one more time. And then that goes to me and the coordinators. We would review it, make sure it looks good, make sure it's spelled correctly. Once we approve it, it'll then go to central. And then if they approve it, then it is live on the website, and then we can start promoting it and things like that. You want to give about a month, maybe 3 to 4 weeks of time so that we can promote it, put it on our Facebook, Instagram, talk about it in the lobby, things like that. But that is how you submit an event for an organization. Thanks.